I'm very proud of Shedeur. This is not easy, because there's this dude in Cleveland, man. This guy named Tony Grossi, and he has been hating on Shedeur from the time Shedeur arrived in Cleveland, like with so much unwarranted hate, right? It's unnecessary. And every negative narrative that I talked about the other night was supported by this dude. Shedeur pats the ball. He can't get the ball quick. He's not athletic, so on and so forth. Tony Grossi, this guy Tony Grossi, he thought Shedeur would fail. I don't know why, for no apparent reason. He just wanted Shedeur Sanders to fail for some apparent reason. But guess what? Shedeur caught this man in the tunnel heading back to the locker room and confronted this man. And let's check it out.
Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff about me. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't see nothing positive that you ever said. I did some positive everything. But I'm saying, come on, Tony. What I do to you, Tony?
What you think about that, Dries? What you think about that cup?
I want to say, clap it up for Shedeur, man. He handled that perfectly, man. You know what I mean? Just confront him on some nice and constant, nice and calm with a smile on his face. Man, what I do, man? Just let me know what I did for you to say everything negative about me. And honestly, from that, he probably build a little different relationship with him. He probably respects Shedeur more. Going second guess, always talking that negative stuff about him, because in his heart, he probably just found out he really is a good kid. Like
exactly,
if a person was in a bad state of mind, they would have talked to him totally different. So I feel like he probably gained some respect for him coming at him like that in that type of way. But yeah, man, hats off to Shedeur the way he handled it. That was perfect.
Yeah, hats off to Shedeur, man. I always like to clap it up, man, for the people that I think that deserves a clap. And Shedeur definitely deserves a clap, as well as Coach Prime and the Sanders family. Man, Coach Prime, he raised some excellent young men, man. Excellent young man. Like you say, man, that was a well-raised young man right there. And what he did to Tony Grossi at that moment right there is he killed him with kindness. Killed him with kindness. Tony Grossi don't have no choice but to respect Shedeur Sanders after that. He has to turn the table and start rooting for Shedeur Sanders. I guarantee you, I've been in those same predicaments. When I got to Philadelphia, before I even started playing, there was this guy just was coming at me and hating on me for no reason. And I patronized him for 6 months straight, every day of the week. You don't play like that, you know? Mm-hmm. At least give me the chance first. But this isn't about me. This is about Shedeur, right? Now, everything that Shedeur is going through, all the negative talks and connotations and drafts and everything that is going on negative about Shedeur Sanders, right? The adversity Shedeur is dealing with is only going to make him more of an iconic figure in our world, and continue to push everyone to support Shedeur Sanders. That's all that is happening to complete this legend. You know what I mean? This young man is going to be one of the most popular and famous men in our culture, right? He's going to be one of the most popular and famous athletes in our culture, probably men in general. Mm-hmm. Everybody's rooting for him, from the LeBron James to A-list celebrities tweeting, you know. It gives you motivation when you see this stuff like this happening, you know? Right. But at the end of the day, I still don't trust the Cleveland Browns for Shedeur Sanders. Dang, man, that's a tough pill to swallow. Does anyone out there trust the Cleveland Browns and they feel like they're going to do what they need to, the right thing about Shedeur Sanders?
I don't think nobody do, man.
I think that's hard
they move too funny, man. You can never predict what's coming next. And just like this past week, they signed another quarterback. Like you never know with them, man. You never know.
They move so funny, you know what I mean? But as far as for now, you know, things are going to plan, according to plan, right? Not the Cleveland Browns plan, but the God's plan, and what is for Shedeur Sanders. Everything is going according to plan. And next week, we are expecting quality reps for Shedeur Sanders against the Eagles. Right? Right? Everyone? Mm-hmm. right? Throw the 12s up if we're expecting quality reps for Shedeur Sanders against the Eagles, right? What? I don't know what else is supposed to happen. The first preseason game was a little tough, right? I mean, wasn't that tough? Was it? Let me backtrack. It was tough for Shedeur, but the Panthers is quote unquote not that tough of a team. Now, coming in this week is going to be a tough challenge. We don't know when he's going to get in the game, and hopefully we're going to find out tomorrow. But if you rise to the occasion against the Eagles, it don't matter if the ones or twos are playing, whatever, so on and so forth, this can definitely solidify and put the stamp on whether or not Shedeur Sanders should be the starter. I already know and feel he should be the starter. I don't know how everybody else feel. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, how does Kevin Stefanski evaluate 4 quarterbacks properly? And Dillon Gabriel still hasn't played yet as a rookie quarterback. How is this supposed to transpire? How is this supposed to how are you supposed to figure this out? This is one of the most unique, craziest situations I've ever witnessed in the NFL, man. I can't lie to you. I can't lie to you. There are only 2 preseason games left, right? They only play 3 preseason games now. It's only 2 left. So how can Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders all get quality reps to be properly evaluated?
That's hard.
I don't see it possible. As an NFL player, ex-NFL player, coaches have a certain amount of time to get through practice, and each period is about 15 minutes. I don't see it possible, But I know what? I know this situation has been playing heavy on Kevin Stefanski's mind on what he needs to do next or what he should do next, because he got himself in a situation he didn't expect himself to be caught up in. Like I said, he should be announcing the starter for next week preseason game no later than Tuesday morning. I'm gonna give him a little extra time. No later than Tuesday morning. I say Monday, but we're gonna give him the Tuesday.
Yeah, I know they got this week coming up. They got 2 joint practices with the Eagles on Monday and Tuesday. Do you think after that second practice he'll name who's the starter going to be? That's what it could be.
Probably so. I guess so. But the funny thing about it, he probably want to see how Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett looking in practice before he decide if he want to name Shedeur Sanders the starter, if you know what I mean. Trying to get a little heads up. Because like I say, I don't trust the Cleveland Browns, man. I don't trust the Cleveland Browns. But in my opinion, against the Eagles, the order of play should go Shedeur Sanders first, then Dillon Gabriel. Let these 2 battle it out, because these 2 are possibly the future of the Cleveland Browns. Let these 2 battle it out, right? Even if they want to start Dillon Gabriel out at first, that's fine as well.
I want them to start Dillon Gabriel first.
Yeah, they can start out with Dillon Gabriel. Let him start
Put him out there.
Dogs. Let him go run up against them dogs. You know what I mean? Then they can go from there. But
something important you said before is when Shedeur is out there, he ain't just playing for like the Browns. Not only the Browns team, but 31 other teams is also evaluating and see what he's doing. So I mean, this is a great audition tape right here. So if it don't work out for the Cleveland Browns, somebody could go get him, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes for pretty much all the players in the NFL. We all have to tell ourselves that, man, we're not just playing for this team. This team might not like us. It's 32 other teams that we're putting tape out on the field for. So for Dillon Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, all of them, you're not just playing for this one team. You're playing for 32 other teams, and hopefully you can get someone to like you,